जयपुर वाया कोटा।
कृपया ध्यान आपो अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत.
Lucknow Junction.
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವರೈ
Chennai Hyderabad Bhattacharjya Express পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন। कृपया ध्यान दियो।
You know, if there was a manual on how to play the Chepauk, I thought Warner and company must have stolen it up until the 16th over. In 16.2, MS Dhoni came in and said, I don't need any manual. This is my ground. This is how I play. This is where I've been born and done everything for Chennai. So Dhoni came in. Raidu and Dhoni put up 40 runs in 24 balls. That's what they did. But, Ravindra Jadeja, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. Our experts here will know if it's going to be enough or not, especially that one expert who's gotten it right bang on, Mr. Harsha Bhogle.
But he has no idea. It's just a gut feel that it's enough, but he has no idea. But I just think my gut feel is that it's enough.
It's enough.
My gut feel is it's enough. You've got Jadeja, you've got Tikshana, you've got Moeen Ali. Even Patirana will take pace off. They might want to attack Deepak Chahar early on or Deshpande early on. My gut feel is that it's enough and that Dhoni and CSK will just strangle. But I think the key will be free hitters like Salt, Marsh and Russo, whether they can counter these conditions. But see some very interesting contributions there. 25 of 12, 23 of 17, 21 of 16, 20 of 9. Those are the game-changing contributions. The top scorer in a total of 167 is 25.
Yeah. It is that middle order which we were talking about, the Indian middle order that needs to fire for a team to win. They've done that today. But Joy, we spoke about this.
Extras 15, sorry. Extras 15.
No, I think this is the template. Because you can't afford not to attack. You know that this is a difficult pitch to bat on, so you try and hit. And, especially, Dubey had the mandate to go after the spinners. Raidu after him had the mandate to go after the spinners. So they went after the spinners. And it didn't matter to them. What's the point of having a batting that bats till 8 if you don't use it? So that's exactly what they did. All of them took chances. They got out, it was okay. But if they hadn't taken chances, this 167 could have turned out to be 148, 150. And I think those 15-20 runs is going to prove vital today. What did the batsmen do? They kept taking chances. And I think that is a template of T20 cricket that Harsha was talking about in the pre-show.
I think it's an Indian batter's pitch. I don't know, just an instinct. It's an Indian batter's pitch. The overseas batters, Conway 10 of 13, Moeen 7 of 12. The top 4 are there. I think it's the likes of Manish Pandey. I'm assuming Manish Pandey is going to come in as the impact sub. Manish Pandey, Akshar Patel, Lalit Yadav, they've got to come. And I think Warner's got to be the key over here, because I think Warner's got to control. Warner's played in these conditions before. But if one of those 3 comes off and produces a quick 40-50, that could still turn the game. But I still think it's enough.
But we spoke about this in the com box also. We were not, the way things were going, we didn't think this is going to go to even like a 145, 150. We thought we.
How would you know? In the com box, your mind was somewhere else.
My com box was just my wicket.
How many wickets have you taken in the com box till now?
41 wickets in the com box.
You seriously are counting?
That's my record in the com box.
You seriously are counting?
Yeah, close to it.
I mean, even if it's close by half,
even
if it's 20 wickets.
When she walks in, it's 10th over has not started. Third ball of the 9th over, she takes a wicket.
Do the franchises know?
Yeah.
I've just told her, she thinks she's a very good friend of Ajinkya Rahane. How she's letting him down here, I cannot.
Yeah, I've got him out thrice in the com box. But well, I have to do this for my bread and butter and get money, because I'm not allowed to say no to some stuff that I'm not contractually signed on.
Just keep talking. I'm just sending a message to Ajinkya.
No, but the innings progression we see here, they lost their wickets consistently, but like you said, everyone took chances and that paid off.
101 in the back 10 is fantastic. 101 in the back 10. If you're a chasing side, you're 101 in the back 10, you're 3 down. It's tough to get it. But the fact that they bat so deep, I mean, my first thing I want to do is actually look at how deep Delhi are batting today. Because Jadeja came in at 7, Dhoni came in at 8. That's where the runs came from. Shivam Dube was a joker in the pack. You send him out, go do what you want. But Raidu at 6, Jadeja at 7, Dhoni at 8. They gave between them 75-80 runs.
But a little bit of concern probably for Chennai. We'll get the numbers in, but I think Raidu's got 97 runs in 7 innings. That's what he's done. They've backed him. They've consistently backed him because that's what Chennai does. But he's been, well, disappointing.
See, today they won't look at his performance because today was a performance about coming out there and getting runs as fast as possible. This pitch is slowing down. Get in, keep attacking, relentlessly attacking. And then he did his best. But I think the interesting thing here I'm looking at repeatedly is that 6 overs of fast bowling, 9 overs of fast bowling, 11 overs of spin. Okay, and the fast bowlers have really gone and they couldn't bring Ishant back. So if you look at it that way, the fast bowlers' economy rate is 8 for Khalil, 11.5 for Ishant Sharma. Only Mitch Marsh has got away. Okay, Lalit Yadav was expensive in that one over. He was collared by Shivam Dube. But the rest of it, it's a spinner's game. And I think that is what they'll be looking at and saying, if our spinners bowl well on this surface, it's going to be very, very difficult for Delhi. So Delhi's plan has to be, even if you say that it's going to change very fast, even in the first 4 overs, if I get pace, I have to attack. I have no option. And Deepak Chahar tends to get wickets when you attack, but he has to attack. They have to attack in front.
Just look at the big overs. I'm just looking at the big overs. Khalil was 3 overs 11, by the way. Khalil Ahmed gone for 20. There's a 21 run over.
Yeah.
Lalit Yadav is a 23 run over. That's 44. And there is a 16 run over somewhere. Ishant Sharma 16 run over. 60 have come in 3 overs. So effectively you made 100, 110 in 17 overs. That is an idea how difficult it is. Can Delhi get those overs?
Delhi get those overs, and also the Ravindra Jadeja factor, because he's somebody who has had a great season. He's the Jadeja we know, not the Jadeja of last season. So he's come in, he seems freer, he's taking those important wickets. So Jadeja is going to be a big factor today.
Yeah, and the good thing for Delhi is they've in the top 6, they've got 3 right-handers, 3 left-handers. So you're opening with Warner and Salt. Then you get into Mitch Marsh, Riley Rousseau, Akshar Patel and Manish Pandey. So how's he gone against right-handers? He's gone fantastic against right-handers. Even the economy rate is under 7. The strike rate is excellent. But you look at wickets and economy rate, he's fantastic against them. So Dhoni will have to play that around with Moeen and Jadeja and Tikshana. So because it's 3 left-handers. But there's no rule that he can't get left-handers out.
Yeah.
On this track is his friend.
But you know how much of Dhoni's tricks one never knows. What he does is something. Every game he comes out with surprises. But can we expect a lot of spin in the power play?
I think they will. I think they will give spin in the power play, if for nothing else, just to unsettle, people like Salt and all. They've played a lot of fast bowling. They would not have faced quality spin as much as they've faced fast bowling. So I think they'll have to take their chances. Also, with somebody like a Salt, if he stays for a bit, you can even get somebody like a Shivam Dube to come, bowl seam up, but keeping up to the stunts so that, not allowing him to charge, leave his crease, because that's what Salt will do. He'll go after the fast bowling. And I think that's his job. The way you look at it, they will try and put spin. And I think that's why Moeen Ali probably played today, because they must have looked at Stokes and Moeen Ali. And it's definitely the bowling. They're looking at those 3 left-handers in the top order. They said they need enough spinners.
So clearly they're going with Patirana, because if they had to...
they would have gotten Santner.
They're going with Santner. They would have had him batting the last 4 5 balls.
Chahar would have
They're going with Patirana. But even Patirana, who can bowl 140, from that awkward angle, the slower ball that grips is not easy to play.
Not at all.
And Dhoni, I think, just backs his players. He'll back his players and say, right, you go.
But you spoke about Phil Salt and you said that he likes to play the seam. Phil Salt is someone who's very proud of his batting against spin as well. His numbers also prove this, but he's somebody who I think had said no to the BBL because he wanted to play in Abu Dhabi, he wanted to play in Sri Lanka to improve his spin. So numbers are showing that he
It's going to be a test. Yeah, it's going to be a test for him. We don't know what conditions he scored the 86 and 52. It could well be because it's this season that those are the runs that came in after he was set and on good tracks he was hammering the spinners. But, I mean, let's not pass judgment on him until we've seen him. We've not seen Salt play against spin. For all that, he might come good. All I'm working on is the style I saw him play against pace, but he might come good. Good on him if he does.
And again, something which I read about him is either he gets out on the first ball or he hits a 4 on the first
Peculiar
ball.
One, no?
So I think Luke Wright spoke about him and said that he's that one guy who either goes big or goes home. So he will play with that mentality. Even if I get out, I'll still go for the big one on my first.
But if he's that kind of guy, remember people like Dhoni who are master technicians can play him, because then you feel that he's going to take that risk. And This happens very often. I mean, good captains don't. Like, for example, there are players who love to take singles to get off strike. So you just try not to give them a single ball, get them in. So putting people into their discomfort zone is, I think, a Dhoni speciality. So I'll be very interested in saying, how do they tackle these two guys? Because they also know, they crack open this top order, it's going to be difficult for Delhi.
But like you said, David Warner, another name which will have to stand up and perform today. It is a tricky kind of a score, right? Because it's not the 200 plus where you know exactly what you're going to do. Yeah. It is that score where you have to be a little strategic with how you go about
and
things.
You've got to be aware that maybe if you have wickets in hand, you can go hard at the end. But how much do you allow the asking rate to go up? On a ground like this, asking rate goes up 11 and a half. It's very difficult. So you have to go hard in the power play. I think they'll have to get 50 in the power play.
Oh.
I think Chennai got 49. 49 in the power play. They'll have to target that 45-50 range in the power play, because after that it'll become more and more difficult to score runs. Chennai, no due, right? We didn't see anything at all.
No. So far, no due. But also for Warner, the last 4 games haven't been great at all. So it's almost, he started off well, but the last 4 games he's only got some 45 runs, I think.
I agree, but I think he'll be much more relaxed just because his team's winning. It makes such a difference. His team has won 4 of the last 5 matches. So as a captain, sitting with a team that's 0-3 is a very different proposition. I think he'll be looking at it much more and saying that, okay, as long as the team's going, I'm too good a batsman not to be in form for so long. And I think his gameplay is key to this, because I agree with Harsha. Why 50? I think they need to go after 55, 60 to make up that, so that later if you get stuck, you have to, when the ball's hard, you have to take advantage of it.
But do you also feel that with this pitch especially, we will see it slowing down even more? Because I couldn't really tell in the second, in the second half, from 10 to 20, they got 100 runs.
Yeah, on some grounds, it just starts to get a little easier as the evening wears on. A little sheen comes along, it starts to get easier. But I'm not a pitch expert, so I really don't know. But I would imagine in a place like Chennai, where it started already very dry and there isn't any dew, I'd imagine it would be difficult to bat. But I'm not an expert, I don't know.
Yeah, the only thing we can think about it is if Dhoni thought of batting first, he'd know something about it.
Well, you all have given me clues with your power play predictions, because you said 50 and you've said they should go for the 55-60. But let me get the official figures in, because we have
what
got the expert.
What happened last time?
We clapped for you.
Yeah.
We did. You forgot.
I forgot.
You forgot. We clapped for you and I. Okay,
basically,
we can go again.
Yeah.
We'll
do it again. We'll do it again. Why can't we do it again?
It wasn't so loud, but we appreciate. That was my introduction also, that the expert got it bang on. Wo sab, you forgot everything. Yaar.
Every time people call me expert, I don't know where to look.
Well, now that you're the expert on the power play
51.
predictions. 51.
I mean, I think they need to get 55-60. That's what I think they need to get.
They will get?
But I think they'll get 42.
Oh, the 42.
I have to bring 42.
Actually, I've made that mistake. I've gone by what I think they should get.
Yeah.
For an exciting game, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'll go 43.
Okay.
So, really 43?
Yeah, 51 is what I thought they would get. No, 51 what I thought they should get.
Okay.
Okay, I'll stay with 51.
51, 42. I will go with 47.
See, I guess 47. I knew you were going to go 47.
This is her old Cricbuzz match party.
Match party.
Because match party, you had a punishment if you were the extreme. You got it were more strong. So you always tried to get it between other people so that you're not an extreme.
Because we used to have
There's always someone on the other side.
Yeah.
And also we used to have punishments which were very brutal on that, which would be fun. A fun addition on Cricbuzz Live to have those punishments. Like if you get your prediction wrong, there's a punishment.
The person who got it more strong, that
I know what.
like she had to call up a celebrity friend.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean they were just.
So she called herself?
No. What we really wanted to do was have access to her phone book, but that she didn't allow us.
Correct.
Okay, anyway, we should not get into these.
It's a good game actually, yeah?
It's fun.
A really good game, huh?
We'll do it in the green room and we'll keep you all posted on social media. We can start with that, but we should now stop with all this, because if you go and watch the match and see if our predictions are right. That's all for now, but don't forget to join us at the 10:00 point at the Cricbuzz Combox, where hopefully I don't take more wickets. We'll see.
Jaipur via Kota.
कृपया ध्यान आपको अहमदाबाद
दिल्ली में आपका स्वागत। लखनऊ जंक्शन
ನಿಲ್ದಾಣದ ಕಡೆಗೆ ಹೊರಟಿರುವ ರೈಲು ಚೆನ್ನೈ ಬೆಳೂರು ತಿರುಚಿರಾಪಳ್ಳಿ
Hyderabad Superfast Express. পরবর্তী স্টেশন নেতাজি ভবন।